Welcome to Living Life with Sean White. Last week I wrote a thought and I posted it on Facebook. I would like to take the moment to share with you what I wrote. To build a friendship with hope, we have to share our feelings. The music of life is best enjoyed in the company of others. Surround yourself with wonderful people and strum your heartstrings. Sing the good times and the bad. Cry, laugh, cherish, and complain till your eyes rain. Ignore the hecklers who would shame you, who yell from the audience for your whining. Those who mistake your ballad of life as weakness. Keep complaining, keep crying, get that hurt out of you. Let's clean that infection, stitch that wound. Your dreams are born from your emotions. They are created from your wants and desires and launched into the heavens by your hope. Hope is born from sadness and tears. She is our best friend because she knows our greatest woes. Hope is love and life. She is you and I. To have a friendship with hope, with our friends, our lovers, we have to love life, be willing to share sadness and sorrows. Let our emotions play loudly for everyone in sight. I'm tired of this trend of people using shame to encourage others to grow. The statement of crying for help has a negative connotation these days. But if you're really hurting and you're asking for someone to help you, to listen to you, to be there with you when you need it, how in the world can that be negative? And if it is negative, perhaps those people who are telling you that you're whining, they might need to be sliced out from your life. It sounds like they are the infection, and you need to clean your wound of them and take some time to stitch that injury back together. If we're looking to inspire another person, we're looking to build them up. If we want to build them up, how are we doing this by insulting them? How are we doing this if we're not listening to them? If someone tells you they hurt, and you tell them the only reason they hurt is because they choose to, you're not trying to help them. All you're doing is waiting for your opportunity to speak. Perhaps, maybe, you're wanting to elevate your own importance. We are all flawed. We are all unique. And it's in our uniqueness that we are beautiful. I've heard from all sorts of people that they believe we are all the same, that there are only differences in how we see each other differently. We are more alike than we are different, they would say. That ultimately, we all grow the same, we all feel the same, we all heal the same, and we all hurt the same. I do not believe this to be a reality. The further we get down into who we are as people, we can see the differences. And it's not looking for differences that are bad, but instead our differences make us beautiful. It allows us to get a greater understanding of how we can be our greatest personal advocate. The treatment that I receive from my doctors should be different than the treatment that you receive. We have different lives. We have different injuries. We are different. So if we're going to shame someone to change because they aren't growing at the rate of speed that we are, how are we helping them? If we ignore their individuality, their uniqueness, their one-of-a-kind beauty, how are we encouraging them to grow if we're attempting to assimilate their existence into a pool of people who are incompatible with them? If you want to get better, you have to learn how you learn. If you want to have a higher quality of life, it's first important to know what that higher quality of life is. And the way that you achieve it is going to be different than the way that I would or anyone else. I believe that there are parallels. I believe that there are similarities. I think that there are thick brush strokes in life. We could dip that paintbrush into a paint pail and apply it to the side of the wall. And sure, if we look at it from a distance, all the paint looks the same. But as we get closer and closer, we begin to realize that it's not one piece of material that's creating that brushstroke against the wall, but instead it's hundreds, if not thousands, of little horsehairs that have applied pressure and paint to the wall. As we look at something, no matter what it is, there is infinite detail. No two brush strokes are the same. No two brushes are the same. And paint will vary in color even inside of the bucket. I would love to see this shaming tactic come to an end, but I don't see it happening. It saddens me to see this garbage tactic used against people who want to have a better life. I've had people tell me that I should encourage others in the future once I'm incredibly physically fit. I've been told that I should compare myself to them in order to encourage them to do better. To say things like, I have one lung. You should be able to perform just as good as me. But that's not right. I want to grow with the community. I want to grow with you on our individual paths. We both take different steps, landing in different spots. Our legs are different lengths. We have different obstacles, even if we're walking down that very same path. Instead of breaking each other down, let's encourage each other. Let's look at the beautiful differences in our lives and embrace them. Be inspired by the challenges you have already overcome. Whenever I'm walking and I feel myself begin to achieve a state of windedness, I think to myself and I say, Sean, dude, you got one lung. And I say, man, that's fucking awesome. And then I'm reinvigorated and I push harder. I don't need to turn to you and say, I have one lung. I want you to look inside of yourself. And in your hard moments, I want you to find those challenges that you have faced or you're facing and be inspired by the hardships you have overcome or you're overcoming. You are your greatest inspiration. You are beautiful. You are incredible. I believe that you can achieve everything you set your mind to. Hope will be your driving force. You will work to achieve what others may feel is impossible. The impossible are the things we believe we can achieve by demanding it to happen, by rubbing a lamp and expecting a genie to pop out and give us our wishes. You cannot choose to instantaneously heal. You cannot choose to stop feeling pain, but we can embrace it. We can succumb to the experience. We can make the most of what we have to see the beauty and everything. Come to peace with the world. Love ourselves and everything that surrounds us. Embrace the uniqueness of everything. When you live in a world like that, there is no place for shame. You will be encouraged by yourself. You will give love. You will give motivation to others through your hope. You will give the positive energy and not the negative. You will build others up as you have built yourself, and you will become the paragon of everything that is great. Thank you for listening to this program. Please subscribe, like, comment, or if you would like to contact this show directly, contact Shaun White at ShaunWhiteBlog@yahoo.com. That's ShawnWhiteblog @yahoo.com. Please come back next Sunday for another episode of Living Life with Shaun White. Have a beautiful day.